members, we will be flashing on screen the document which is the reference of the Honorable William.
Yeah, but to have a starting point, Madam Chair, the original salary in 2008 is 80,193,617. It was filed December 31, 2008. So we will be flashing the salaries for 2023 and 2024. We will be able to get Madam Chair that the society there.
For the record, the SALN from which the Honorable William is first referring to is the 2008 SALN, which provides for 80 million as well. And with the acknowledgement of the members, we will be flashing the 2023 and 2024 SALN.
Madam Chair, this is the 2023 salary. You can proceed to see the totality, the net worth, Madam Chair. 2023, can you go down further, please? A little bit down. Yes, net worth po. Net worth for 2023. 77,580,841 pesos.
Pre, ano masasabi mo sa salin, pre?
Madam Chair, can you cash 2024?
Oh?
Secretary, please.
Kindly flash the 2024.
Ayan na. Ayan yung patunay, ha. Oh, yan yung salin ni ano.
2024, released by the Office of Ombudsman. Net worth of the Vice President is
8 million lang sa kumukuha pambayad kay Kaufman niya.
Ano pre?
Sa kumukuha pambayad kay Kaufman, 8 million na isa
370.22. So we are submitting it for the record because these are public records which our colleague had actually asked for. And if we will base it from the original SALN at 2008 to the 2024 SALN, Madam Chair, it is an increase of more than, I think,
Napakatanga na lang ng mga tao, no, kung iboboto pa rin sa 2028.
we would consider it.
There was an increase of 10 million check. Sorry, 77 million.
No, the original SALN at 2008.
How much is the 2008 SALN?
18.
Is it
18.
18?
18.
18. It's
18.
18 million. Do you have a copy of the SALN also?
Grabe, laki.
We will make it naman.
So, the same for the record.
1 year yun, 1 year?
By the Honorable Retortas, for 2008 SALN, the
2008.
net worth is 18 million. And now we are shown by 2023 and 2024 SALN, which shows net worth of 77 million and 88 million respectively.
Grabe.
We have any additional management.
That is correct, Madam Chair. So we leave it to the House Committee on Justice to make a determination on whether the comparison between the original SALN in 2008 and the current SALN at 2024 constitutes unexplained wealth, which is essentially part of a breachable offenses that we would want to proceed with.
88? Meron pang 88, oh.
The Honorable Rodriguez.
2 points. First point is that the impeachment proceedings in the Committee on Justice against Chief Justice Corona. This representation has attended since 2007, 4 impeachment complaints, which I have been a member of this committee since 2007. The first complaint was against President GMA. 2007, I was dismissed. Then we have Gutierrez, Luciditas, she resigned. And then we have Corona. On record, Madam Chair, precisely this representation voted no to the Corona complaint. Because to me, there was no sufficiency of substance. And in the resolution of the House of Representatives, I voted no. In the Senate, it proceeded to the majority. Of course, with the president at the time pushing for that. He was therefore impeached. In other words, the proceedings there are completely different now. I know that during the time they allowed it, but here our chairman is making sure that we follow the requirement of substance, that there should be sufficiency in form of substance, and there should be recital of facts. Well, in that particular case, I lost. I was against it. It proceeded. But I voted no. I did not want Chief Justice Corona to be impeached. Later on, it has come out that there have been lobbies with senators to impeach Corona. So, therefore, that is what happened before. But now, Madam Chair, we are with you. You are presiding this very well. And we want to have the real recital of facts constituting the offense charge. And certainly, based on this, and based on the complaint, and based on the annexes, wala. Now, a new matter is injected by our friend, Horseman Ridon, stating about SALENS of 2023-2024. Is that particular SALEN, has that been authenticated by the Ombudsman? Do you have a copy of authentication of the Ombudsman?
Honorable Ridon?
I don't think that is required. It's public record.
But, there's no automatic authentication, public record, all the records. There has to be authentication. When you go to a proceeding like this, it's the Justice Committee of this country, of the House of Representatives.
Madam Chair.
You cannot just think that it's a public record. Now, where is it? Where is it? Is it found in the complaint? Because we are limited, Madam Chair, to the complaint and to the annexes. Here we are. Here we are. We're limited to this. To inject something based on the statement, and there is no authentication that we have. There's no such thing as automatic authentication. In any proceeding, you have to authenticate. So therefore, there can be, unless there is an authentication, and the Ombudsman has already certified that, we cannot take cognizance of that particular injection of this new matter in the hearing. Thank you.
Honorable De Lima first, and then Honorable Poe, and then Honorable Ridon.
Authentication can be done on the individual stage. No need for authentication at this point. The committee can subpoena, can request copies of those documents from the official custodian, the Office of the Ombudsman. So authentication at this point is not needed. Thank you.
I disagree, Madam Chair. May I be just one sentence? Our verification. I will read down the verification. Verification of this. What does it say? In the verification.
Personal knowledge or authentic record.
Yes, precisely. We have to have ultimate station of facts. Personal knowledge of the complainant, Atty. Cabrera. And then, of course, here we go. I will read now the verification of Atty. Cabrera.
I think it was one sentence.
Let us wait until he finishes with the
That's three
presentation.
sentences already.
Meron pa ba talaga?
My Christian
Programa lang na yan.
All right. The allegations of the complaint are true and correct based on my personal knowledge or based on authentic.
Tapos yung mga tindahan pa sa labas ng
Talagang may grab pa to eh, di ba?
Ombudsman says this is authentic, that this is for. We have to get authentic documents signed and duly certified by the Office of the Ombudsman. Thank you, Madam Chair. So, that is 5 sentences, but consider
That was one paragraph already. The Honorable Ridon.
Madam Chair, it's a very basic question. That is an irrelevant response. You know why? Because firstly, I am not the complainant. I am not bound by the verification. You ba? Why are you talking about authentic records? I am speaking as a House member and participating in House commit injustice. The point is not on point, Madam Chair.
Correct.
And my question is basically, are we being challenged that what is being presented is actually not the true representation of the silent of the Vice President for 2023 and 2024? Kasi parang ganun yung dating. And more importantly, dito pa sa ito, nakita ko ng bayan, yung 88 million, kinalaman po ng silent. So, think ko that should not be considered.
Total pala, ito eh.
The Honorable Po, and then the Honorable Sumita, and then the Honorable Dilima.
Madam Chair, so we can move forward already. I just want to clarify for the body whether or not the Honorable Congressman Mr. Rodriguez is asking us to ignore the silence that were presented currently. Is that what you're being asked?
That is precisely to answer. Can I answer to that?
You're recognized.
You cannot inject anything not found in the annex. Because then the requirement that he, Attorney Cabrera, is of personal knowledge and or authentic, that is very clear in all the repetition. Authentic.
We go back to Honorable